You guys, you see the end product, but 15 years is you don't see. So let's go back to your story. You finished high school. You've worked in the business. How did where we are now? How did this empire that you have been a pivotal part of create?
I met my husband as an innovative man, but I was a salesperson. So we met shortly after. I've learned a lot in sales and marketing and business.
Wait, how'd you meet him?
I met him. We met at adverts in Westlands. So I am a creative. He's a creative. So the first time I met him, he was casted to play a role in an advert, and I was a cast too.
Wow. So wait, how old were you at this point?
I was 21.
21. He was?
I think 24.
24. And you were going into adverts?
Yeah.
So you...
At 19, actually.
What made you want to get into that?
I'm a creative. I'm confident. I wanted to be out there.
Okay.
I didn't want the world to miss a second with Mueni. I was confident that I wanted something different. I was from the village, and Nairobi was a very hard town to navigate. I had a mentality of winning. Failure was not an option for me. So you're from the village, you come to Nairobi, and you have to prove a point that I'm here. Even if I wasn't brought up in Nairobi, it's like you're in a big city and you're from the village, you know? And everybody here is doing well. Businesses, everybody knows how to dress. And you're here, you are trying to catch up with 19 years of your life, 16, 17 years of life in Nairobi. So I had to prove them wrong. Like, I'm here. You have to recognize. You have to see me. You have to know me. So that's how I started to do the adverts and everything at such an early age. Actually, it's 18, 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in Westlands. Boom. You go and do the shoot, and then...
Actually, I came in at around 6. I used to hate Bolo a lot.
Yes.
That wasn't the first time I met him. It was the second time, actually, but that was the day that we spoke. So the first time I met him, we were at the offices, the agency that was casting us. It's called Leaky. So I met him, and he was doing a podcast not a podcast per se, he was doing a reel for Mr. and Miss World Kenya. So he was one of the participants. So that day I was there for another job for sales.
Hey guys, this is where we come sit down with entrepreneurs and have a coffee, have some water, and we ask you questions, we talk. Right now I'm sitting here in this ballroom looking like I'm in a mafia's corner, right? King of the spot. So yeah, this is what we do. We sit down with entrepreneurs from all around the world and have conversations, questions. And so if you want to have an opportunity to come and be in the hot seat, come and learn and talk and explore ways how you can help and provide value to other people, welcome, and we're going to have a chat.
I was coming for an interview. We were doing trust condoms. So I was coming for an interview. So I meet him, and that day I was wearing flat shoes by the road, and I'm changing from flat shoes to high heels because I want to come in and look good. Because that was the qualification. You have to know how to walk in heels and a short dress and everything. So I'm wearing heels by the bush, and then he passes by. He didn't say hi. Trust me. He just passed, and like, I'm a log or I'm a tree and I'm a bag of maize, you know? So he passes by, and that's the day I noticed him, and I just hated him instantly. I was like, this guy, even if you don't know me, say hi. We are going to the same building. I'm just here by the gate. Say hi. He didn't say hi, so I hated him immediately. So after that day, we had an encounter again. After like, I think 3 months, then we were casted for an interview for, what is it called again? The Chase Bank. So we meet at 6 in the morning, and then he comes in, and all the girls were like, oh, Bolo, all the girls. And I'm like, what the heck? Why are these girls even shouting at this guy? What is it about him? He's not even special. He's just a womanizer. And I'm like, okay. I didn't go to him. I didn't say hi. I just kept calm, took my dress and my heels. I had 2 suitcases, and girls were like, wow, can you give me some 3 dresses? And I'm like, how do you come for an advert and you don't carry clothes? What clothes are you carrying? I was so organized. I had a suitcase of heels and a suitcase of dresses, and they were asking for dresses from me. I gave 2 girls, and the rest I said, no, you cannot be having my dresses, all of you. So I took my dress. It was a very beautiful gown, a blue one, and had a 6-inch heel, red. So a contrast. And immediately the person who was casting was a white man. It was like, I need her. I want her.
Oh, he saw you. Like,
yes, immediately. Because that time we were casted, but we were not given roles. So now he was assigning roles. And there was a major role. So he assigned me immediately. It's like, this one must come. So I did my makeup, and I stood there looking pretty. So there was now the pairing, because it was bank and a club scene. Unfortunately, the advert did not come in. The bank was closed before the ad was even out. So there was something to do with the bank and the club. So I don't know what was the relation. I didn't see the advert, so the storyline did not really come to me. So I was paired with a guy called Morris, and Bolo was paired with another girl, and there was a lot of pairs, and there was a dancing scene and a talking scene. So we shoot the whole day until 6 in the evening. I just sat there I took my lunch. I was just seated, not talking. So Bolo came along. From morning 6 is when Bolo came to me at 6. And then he's asking me, hi, can I have a photo with you? And I'm like, okay, why not? And then he goes ahead and tells me again, can you remove your shoes? I don't want you to look taller than me. I laughed and said, okay, I'll remove my shoes. I removed my shoes. Then we took a photo. I said, it's a selfie. He asked for it. I don't need to be rude. I said, okay. So that day we were put in one group, WhatsApp, and everybody, there were photos which were taken. So they were sharing the photos in the group so that people can choose, this is my photo, this is my photo. So Bolo took the photo that we took together and posted on his Facebook and wrote, just have money and look good, and women will follow you. And I was pissed. So my cousin is the one who told me. I didn't know because I didn't follow him. So my cousin is telling me, you need to look at your Bolo's Facebook, see what he's posted. And I saved his number immediately. And I wanted to say something, tell him off. And I said, it's not worth it. I'm going to give this guy airtime. So I just kept quiet. But I saved his number and I didn't remember. So 1 year down the line, I'm running a online marketing hub called Fab House.
You started your own business?
Not really. I was taken by breweries, Kenya breweries. So the head marketer for Westlands, Parklands, and Kilimani, Lavington was called Victor Adada. So Victor was working with me. That time I now graduated from being a salesperson. I was casting sales girl.
Wow, you were casting?
Yes, casting.
Because you knew what makes a good salesperson?
Yes. I used to cast them, train them, dress them, show them. Sometimes they could even not sell and I would remove my outfit for supervising and wear the sales girl dresses, get to the field and show them how it's done.
But just real quick there, you know what I love? Because when it comes to a CEO, a leader's not the one who's telling you orders. If I got to go in the trenches and do it, I'll go do it myself.
That's me.
In our business, in what we do, everything I know how to do.
Yes.
And if you can't do it, get out of my way, I'll be able to do it. So talk a little bit about that.
When I used to cast the girls, you have to give them uniforms, train them how to do it. But you see some people just do a job to get paid and get home. I have targets to meet. I have my own self to say, I did a good job. I'm the kind of person that when I touch something, I have to pat my shoulder at the end of it all.
Marketing is all about storytelling. Dad, when we first started this business, what did you say to me?
I said, yes, we do a podcast.
Why?
Because I want to tell our story.
Why?
Because I know the story builds a legacy.
Builds a legacy. And that is exactly what we do here at ETS Rubasha Media. We market your story on social media so you could build a legacy for those who come after you, to build your business and your personal brand.
Yeah, follow us on our platform. Go on our website, etsrubashamedia.com.
This is about legacy, and it is about showing up on social media every single day, because if you don't show up, your competition will.
And say, I did a good job. If I don't achieve that, it doesn't feel well. I don't feel good in my heart. I want to feel good. I want to applaud myself, clap for myself. Before everybody claps for me, I have to clap for myself because I need to achieve my set goal and their set goal. So I always set a goal higher than what I have been given. So if my boss gave me maybe 200 bottles of liquor to sell and I give myself 300. So if I don't achieve 300, I'll achieve 250 because I have a target higher and I will not work with 200. So now when these girls, I cast them, I expect them to sell for me 230 because I have 250. I have 200 as a target. So I give them my target. I have 230 or 250. And then I give myself 300. You understand? So Some girls will just come, look pretty, not sell, and expect you to pay at the end of the day. So every day that I went to work, because I'm not dressed as a sales girl, of course, I'll have my own normal clothes. So I would be like, give me the uniform, go home. And then I have a dress, a uniform in my handbag. I'll change immediately and replace.
Wow.
And then I'll keep the others on toes, like this one went. I'm in the field. If I sell 10 bottles better than you, you're going home. Because we have the same clientele. It's not like these people know me. They don't know me. We are salespeople, all of us. We are meeting a new crowd. So I expect all of you to learn. If you feel you have a question, you have a client that you feel is a potential, and you don't feel like you can lock that sale, come to me. Ask me, how can I lock this sale? I want you to be there up front. Tell me, I cannot lock this client, but this looks like a potential. How do I go about it? Or can you help me lock these sales? So I used to be that kind of a person. I don't know how to look like a boss in a sales field. I don't know. I don't know how to look like a manager in a sales field. I know how to go to the field with my girls. A headline, a sales, a day. Be there to give them a motivation, raise their spirits, and trust me, it's worked marvelous for me. When I don't walk into this office, my husband is always sad, very. It's like, you're not coming today? His spirit goes low. Just come, just show up for 2 hours. Because how you wake up, how you kick your day, determines how you stay the rest of the day, how you speak to clients. So for me, when I come in, I want to motivate my staff. I want to give them stories. I want to make them laugh. When a customer walks in, that is the mood that they find. A smiley person, a happy face. You understand? We don't dwell on problems. You are wrong. I correct you right now. We solve it right now. Go back to the field right now. If I'm keeping it, then we are going back to the field smiling. So sales is also about moods. I want to keep your mood well. I want you to smile. I want you to brighten up. I want you to talk. Words come. Creativity comes when you're happy. You can never be creative when you're sad, but unless you're a musician. But as a salesperson, it's about the happy mood. How the room is tailored. That's what determines the outcome of a sale. So that's what I used to do.
Yeah. And I tell entrepreneurs that all the time for you to know how to do it, because even when you hire people, when I hire people, I know I'm getting money for my buck because I know what it takes to get it done. So you know also in hiring people. And even when I came in here, I saw you in there. I don't know what you guys were talking about, but there was work going on in the trenches, in the field with your team.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.